I'm Ryan, and this is Side Skateboard Supply. There's so many good pros. So biggest pros is that I get to hang out with cool people, get to meet lots of new people, and get to play with wooden toys every day. The only real con, I guess, would be is, I don't think there is a con, to be honest. I guess just having to be a business and having to run a business, like the difficulties of day-to-day doing business. Aside from that, everything else is super fun. It's enjoyable for me, and it makes me feel like I'm giving back to the community in a way that I can't in other aspects of my life. So watching kids grow up in the shop and grow from like being this little grom, kid coming through here quiet, and seeing them grow into kind of like maturing and getting more boisterous and kind of finding themselves through skateboarding, and just watching what skateboarding gives to people, like what it's given to me. So it's definitely it shrank for sure, but I think it's on the growing side now. So I've been doing this for a long time, and we watch it go in these ebbs and flows over these kind of 10-year cycles. And I see it as picking up now because we're seeing the kids getting into it that are like 6, 7 years old. And it's something I haven't seen in 30 years of doing this. So it's like watching that gives me hope that kids are getting involved with it. And I think it's just an amazing way for people to get out, have fun, be creative and stuff like that. So if I had children, for sure, this is the way I'd be directing them. I would like to believe that our role in the local skate community is to bring people together and actually build a community, or a scene, for lack of better words. But ultimately for us is we facilitate the ability for people to come in and acquire product. That's really at the end of the day all that we are. But we hope that it becomes more than that for people. It becomes family, friends. Like I said, I've watched kids grow up from being like little kids just like learning how to push to being kids that, have sponsors now. And it's cool to just watch them grow that way. So that's our job, is to be a hub and a place for kids to come, meet each other, and just kind of see what skateboarding's all about, because it's difficult to do that on your own. That's a tricky question. So to build an identity that people connect with, I think ultimately for me was not trying to build an identity that people would connect with. So by doing that, I actually made it real and kind of come from my heart versus trying to do something that I thought other people would like. I've done it in the past the other way, and the reality is that I can't appease other people, and nobody's going to like all the things I like. So at the end of the day, I've built the shop the way I like it, and hopefully other people like it as well. But I haven't tried to build it any way to align with anything outside of just what I like. So around here, you'll see a themes, and that's kind of like in your early 2000s, maybe late 90s style. And the brands and things like that are brands that I grew up with. Because at the end of the day, if this doesn't work out, this stuff comes home with me. So I better like it. Oh man, our shop team's horrible. No, just joking. Our shop team's rad. They're our street team. Like, they're the people that are out there wearing our product, promoting the stuff. But at the end of the day, they're friends. Like, the vast majority of our team are just team members from my previous shop that we just went boom. And not even half of them like skate hard anymore. They're just friends and homies that, represent skateboarding. So for me, it doesn't matter how good you are, but it's really ultimately, what do you mean to skateboarding in the community? Have you built up the community and stuff like that? Are you a person people can rely on and count on? And that's more what team is for me. The last thing I need is team members being people that are difficult to talk to or approach and stuff like that. It does the exact opposite of what we need our shop members to do. Well, it's hard to say. We've only been here a couple of years now, and we've watched it grow so much. But the reality of this is that when you don't have a local shop, you don't have anywhere to host events or a place to show the new product or that hub to go to. For a lot of people, this spot is a place where people come to escape, and that may be something going on at home, something going on at school. It's a place where people can come, feel safe, feel normal, and without that, I don't know what would fill that void. But I know for me, when I was a kid growing up, it was the place that I went and I get to meet new people. Like, the best man in my wedding was a guy I met at a skateboard shop. It wasn't a kid I went to school with or played hockey with. So for me, it's bigger than just a place to acquire equipment and stuff like that. It's really about where you make core memories and stuff like that. So it's hard to say what it'd be like without it, but I know with what it's like with it, and we hope to continue on to be that space.